people down there because it was a VIP lounge in the vault of the Wells Fargo Bank. Fabolous, get out of there.
Hold up. Los Angeles' own Wack 100 is back in the headlines. Girl, he's out here making some wild, eyebrow-raising claims. He says he ran Fabolous out of a VIP section in San Francisco, right in front of Fat Joe, with like 30 to 40 people straight up witnessing the chaos unfold. Listen to this. Honestly, I don't even know what to make of it. One thing's for sure, this sounds straight up insane. But could it really be possible that the so-called LA boogeyman had New York heavyweights shook in the Bay like that?
It probably was about 30, 40 people down there because it was a VIP lounge in the vault of the Wells Fargo Bank. Fabolous, get out of there.
In the block.
Quick. He hear Fat Joe say, yo, Wack, what is going on? Wack, what's happening?
According to Wack, he rose up and gets that VIP greeting from Fat Joe. Everything smooth, everything official, no drama at first. Then he says the moment Fat Joe calls his name, Fab supposedly starts moving fast and vanishes from the section like lightning. Wack claims Fab was literally beating his feet and gone in seconds, just disappeared, nowhere in sight. And yeah, that's coming straight from Cash Michael Roy Jones, aka Wack 100 himself. Now listen, we about to dive into that Clubhouse audio and break this whole thing down, piece by piece. Smash that like button and hype this video, cause we digging deep to see what really went down. Remember, Wack's really pushing this angle on Fab, so you gotta ask, is he targeting Fabolous because of old Jim Jones issues? Is this some calculated move to get his name popping online in records or debates, knowing a wild story, even exaggerated, will grab attention?
Say what the world don't know. Had a face-to-face in Frisco, in the vault of a bank. And just when I thought nobody knew, because Fabolous ran his bitch ass up out of there. Guess what I get into my phone? Footage.
The video.
You're not gonna tell me two people that people know what's going on and people's the problem, and you're in a room full of people, anybody, it probably was about 30, 40 people down there because it was a VIP lounge in the vault.
Hold up. Wack says this story is gonna hit the algorithm fast and blow up everywhere. But let me be real. I'm not buying that Fab would run from Mike Elroy, aka Wack 100. Not for a second. Fab's got a history of standing his ground. People still remember what went down with Ray J at that LA mall years ago, when things got tense and Fab didn't duck a thing. Paul Kane was right there with him too. Fab's taken wins out west before, so let's be honest about that. So I gotta ask, was Fab really scared? Come on now, he's been around a long time, respected in the streets and in the industry. There's no solid reason to think he'd run from you of all people. I'm keeping it real, but let's keep this story moving. Now, Wack 100's bringing up that San Francisco situation with Lil Baby, where one of his associates reportedly shot an NFL player in the ankle after a stripper-linked argument. That whole scenario was messy and serious, and now Wack's comparing that chaos to this club story with Fab, claiming it's the same type of energy.
The Wells Fargo Bank. Fabolous, get out of there.
In the block.
Quick. He hear Fat Joe say, yo, Wack, what is going on? Wack, what's happening? They see Wack say, Fat Joe, this me you talking to. And walk up. Niggas get to getting out of there. 15, 20-minute conversation. I'm thinking we're in an intricate place. Fat Joe Man tell a nigga with the camera, hey, kill that camera. It ain't on. I don't give a fuck. And actually it was on. I'm letting you know what you better not raise up. Somebody still had the footage. You want me to believe that all this going on with Lil Baby and this dude direct.
So now the claim is that Fab allegedly dipped from the club. That's Wack pushing the storyline. But hold up, let's pump the brakes. Are you seriously telling me there's footage of Fab running from the VIP because of you? Is there proof, or is this just talk? Right now, all we've got is speculation. Here's the more realistic take. Fab was in the club, Wack was in the club, maybe Fat Joe greeted Wack, maybe he didn't. Maybe Fat Joe was just vibing, and Fab showed love to Joe, kept it moving, and didn't even acknowledge Wack at all. That doesn't mean he ran. It could simply mean he wasn't checking for you. And now the story flips into, I made him leave. No, champ, maybe he didn't know you like that, or just didn't feel the need to engage. Fab's a heavy hitter in the game. You've managed artists like Ray J and Blueface. That's facts, but that doesn't automatically mean Fab's pressed over you. Let's break this down without inflating it into something bigger than it really was. And let's chill with the extra jokes about skin tone and all that. It's unnecessary. Here's what I honestly think happened. Fab probably saw Wack in the club and just didn't care enough to engage. Not every situation is drama. Not every moment is fear. Sometimes it's pure indifference. Fab isn't obligated to dap you up, shake your hand, or acknowledge you in a VIP section. That's not how it works. If he saw you greet Fat Joe and kept it moving, that doesn't mean he ran. It could mean he chose not to entertain it. And that's a massive difference. Now think about the bigger picture. Wack's got issues with Jim Jones. So why would Fab, who's tight with Jim, give Wack any energy? That wouldn't even make sense. If anything, ignoring you is the most solid move he could make as a friend. That's not duck and smoke, it's loyalty. Or maybe Fab was already on his way out, saw Wack, felt tension in the air, and decided it wasn't worth the headache. That's grown man timing. Leave before anything even has a chance to spark. Flipping that into I made him run feels like a stretch. From the outside, this reads more like a cold shoulder than a scary moment. And honestly, that's probably the cleanest way to handle it. At this point, it feels like this is all about leverage and clout, getting talked about on platforms, blogs spinning, mentions on podcasts. That's serious currency in this game. So you have to ask, is this story being pushed for attention? Is there a hidden motive behind exaggerating a narrative that might only be half true? Maybe Fab did leave the club, but maybe he just didn't want to deal with you or stand in your presence, and that's completely fine. That's not fear, that's choice. Let's be real, boogeyman energy might hit differently in some rooms, but New York legends aren't easily rattled like that. Thinking someone from that circle was shaken over you, that's a stretch. Don't gas it up. It's not about ego or pride, it's about perspective. From where I'm standing, this reads less like a scary moment and more like someone getting ignored on purpose. And yeah, being ignored can sting, I get it. So let me say this clearly so nobody twists it later. In my professional opinion, Fab saw Wack, showed love to Fat Joe, and acted like Wack 100 wasn't even there. That's the read. That's the take. Anything beyond that? Narrative building, not reality. Here's the part nobody wants to admit out loud. In this era, perception is everything. If you control the narrative, you control the moment. So if Wack jumps on Clubhouse and says, I made him run, some people will believe it just because it sounds bold.
And I can't put Mano or Jim in last. They both had hard verses. Dave East's wordplay was crazy. The whole song is right. I'm in my order, Dave East, Fab, and then Jim and Mano. I can't say
Fab,
either one of their verses. Nobody's verse was whack.
Fab, Mano, Jim Jones, Dave East.
Dave East, you crazy.
I mean, it was good, but
crazy.
okay.
You hear what he was talking about?
No, it was hard, but
Man said, I really been to King Park.
Fabolous blew the whole fucking thing out of the water.
Nah, he just mentioned squatters.
And he said shit about his bitch getting pissed on.
Yeah, no, he did his shit. He did his shit. I with Fab. But I think Dave, he's a little more grittier.
If 50
a little more
doesn't,
grimier with it.
If I don't see an Instagram post going at Fabolous by the end of the day, then I'm gonna know 50's scared.
No, we got 50.
I don't think 50 wanted with Fab.
No, you're missing the point.
Until I see otherwise.
50. The G unit got to respond. G unit has to respond.
But he can't just send Lloyd Banks out. And Lloyd Banks don't give a f. What, is he going to send Yayo at him? I mean, honestly.
50 Yayo murder.
So you think they should come out as a unified front?
They came out as a unified front. You motherfucker right. It'll be good for hip hop. Great for New York. It'll wake New York up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And guess what?
New York needs something.
Banks need to pop back up.
I don't think Banks with 50 like that anymore, does he?
He don't.
Yeah.
But we can't have Zesty Man doing it. You know, he got caught with the transgenders and everything.
Who's the Zesty Man?
Buck.
Oh yeah, but that been over. That been over for 20 years.
Yeah, but Buck will jump out the window and I'll go. You know, he does that.
Yeah, right. 50 has spent the last 25 years trying to destroy
He didn't
Buck's
crawl
life.
back a couple times.
Yeah, but it never worked out.
No, he's on the phone crying and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never forget when I go to the studio encore and this dude is in the game session. I'm like, what the fuck
What's
is
the
you
studio
doing?
encore?
Encore over here in Glendale. He was recording over there. Gang was doing, I want to say like maybe LAX, one of the albums. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? Because 50 had just got into it with him. He ran straight out here the game. I said, yeah, you a boy. Because you was over there making DJs.
Yo, Wack.
What up, bro?
We're on stream, man. Hey, did you see what 50 said to Mano and them?
Them niggas over there squatting.
Hey. So you know what I was saying though? I said Mano gotta keep the same energy. Right?
Nah, he's a bitch.
He gotta keep the same energy. Because put it like this. When I was, first of all, I didn't even start joking on him. I was making a joke about Fabolous. He jumped in. He jumped in. And then when he jumped in,
He needs something to talk about, bro. Look, what does Mano have to talk